Hello and welcome to Iceland's Strongest Man, the longest reigning strongman contest in Iceland. It's been going since '85, so it's kind of the title every Icelandic strongman wants. With me now, the co-host, Tómas Darri, multiple powerlifting champion and multiple podium finisher in Icelandic strongman contests.
Thank you for having me. Very excited to be here.
Yeah. We have a great show for you guys. The next 2 days, we're going to find out who is the next Iceland's Strongest Man, and we have excellent 6 Icelandic strongmen that are going to compete. Some old faces, some new faces, wanting to show their merit, and we're going to find out what they're capable of right now. And we're going to find out who the athletes are right now. First we have Hilmar, a client of yours, actually.
A client of mine. Started in Strongman just 7 months ago. Has made huge progress.
He's a tall guy, and he's progressing really fast.
Really fast.
He's a great thrower. We have a throwing event this weekend, and his deadlift is coming up
very nicely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And his moving events, he's kind of tall, but he moves really well.
Yeah, moves fast, moves smoothly.
Okay, that's awesome to see. Let's see the next guy. Kristján Haraldsson, another tall guy, 192 centimeters. He's as many say, the perfect height for strongman. But this is the guy to beat. Although,
this is the one.
Yeah, although he's not the reigning Iceland Strongest Man champion, he's been winning the last 2 events in Iceland, the Westfjord Viking, Strongest Man in Iceland, and he's been really dominant.
Yeah, and very dedicated. He wants that number 1 spot.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, he was your old training partner.
Yep.
And maybe still is.
Training partners at heart.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, this is the guy that everybody's taping to be like the number 1 spot this weekend. Let's see the next athlete. Next one, we have Kristján Paul Artnisone, one of the lightest athlete there.
Yeah, the lightest one this weekend.
He's maybe not the best thrower. He has a great deadlift.
Very good deadlift.
And I mean, his natural stones with
also,
really good. So we're gonna see some nice things from him there. But let's see the next one. Páll Logason. Old face.
Very experienced in this sport.
Yeah, possibly with the most experience here. Not even possibly. He has the most experience. Yeah. He was pretty dominant in the scene as a powerlifter. I mean, he has 1,000 kilograms total. So he's an elite powerlifter, and you saw his name frequently over the years in powerlifting competitions abroad and in Iceland. And he's dabbled and not dabbled in strongman over the years, and has 2 second places, only second to Hafþór Björnsson in the competition in 2013 and 14. So, and we gotta talk about it. The static strength from Páll Logason.
Amazing.
Yeah,
it's huge.
I want to see the 400 kilogram deadlift.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, we have that event later coming up, so it's gonna be interesting to see what he's gonna do. But let's meet the next athlete. Yeah, Sigurjón Guðnason. This one, you know him a little bit. Yeah,
he's a newcomer. He was in second place at the Iceland's Strongest Newcomer, which was 3 weeks ago, a meet that I held. And yeah, so only started Strongman in maybe a month ago, but super strong. Comes from Olympic weightlifting, so he has the explosive power.
Yeah, I mean, Olympic weightlifting is a really good basis to start Strongman.
Definitely.
I mean the power clean, the everything is really good when you compare the two. So I mean, is that it? Do we have one more? The reigning, defending
champion,
Iceland's Strongest Man, Stefán Karel Torfason, son to the legendary Torfi Ólafsson, and claimed the title in 21. He's the tallest athlete here. So he's coming along really nicely, emerging from this shadow of his dad, if you might say that. Torfi has one title and his son has one, so they're tied right now. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can challenge Kristján this weekend, because it's a tough competition.
It's going to be a tough competition.
Yeah, I mean, he has really good throwing. His deadlift has come a long way since we first saw him emerge 3 or 4 years ago. His moving events really good,
really fast.
What's really nice to see about those two is they have few weaknesses.
Yeah.
And that's the best strongman there is. But we're getting footage from Selfoss, where our first event is, the truck pull. And here we see a few of the contestants.
There's Hafþór Melstead. Oh, it's gone off screen now.
He is actually the referee this weekend. Can't compete because he's injured. But we didn't forget one athlete, that is Theodor Már. He has fallen ill, so we send our best regards to him. Hopefully he'll be back in the gym
as soon as possible. Look at those handsome fellas.
Yeah, definitely. We see that Skarpjén, he's possibly helping out the guys there. We see Sigurjón, we saw Hilmar there. And last year's reigning strongest newcomer, Robert Rittveger.
Yeah, I saw him.
Stefán Karel, Kristján and Páll, the square meter, Logason.
Let's also mention that Hilmar is the reigning champion of Iceland's Strongest Newcomer. He won that meet.
Yeah, and he did it quite dominantly.
Yeah, he won all the events, equal in one event.
It's going to be really interesting to see how the experience of Páll Logason is going to help him here, especially in the truck pull, because if we check out the truck pull, and we have a 22-ton truck to pull, and it's a cement truck, so it's really heavy, and I myself have pulled in that track, and it has a slight incline, about 10 to 12 meters in, and it gets really heavy then. So I mean, are we talking about the heavier guys?
Yeah, they have a little bit of advantage, yeah. But the guys have to keep the truck running. If they stop, then they're gonna waste so much energy to get it going again. But in that incline, the truck might stop.
Yeah, and that's something we have to watch closely what happens. And we have the starting order, and
Ef okkur smá þolinmæði, þetta bæði sérstakur þáttur sýndur á RÚV
And we have the starting order. It's Sigurjón starting, and Kristján Haralds second, Kristján Paul the third, Hilmar, then Stefán Karel, and lastly but not least, Páll Logason. So it's going to be really nice for Stefán Karel to start the first event really late in the round. So he's going to know what exactly he needs to do. But of course, they have to finish the course in as short of a time as possible. If we check out like the equipment you use, we've done this a loads of times.
Yeah.
Have you used climbing shoes?
Yeah, I have used. It's way better than any other shoes in this event. You get so much grip, and you don't slide. You're less likely to fall down, and just way better in every way.
I mean, we started to see it in like World's Strongest Man in like 92 maybe. Magnússon, one of the pioneers using climbing shoes in the truck pool, and I mean, he won that event many times. So it's possibly the best equipment you can have for the truck pool. I mean, you don't use belts because
you have to be able to breathe.
Yeah, you wanna get as much oxygen into the body as possible, because you start okay, sounds like we're gonna start the competition right now, and as I said, Sigurjón is gonna start the party. Gonna be interesting to see the second competition. He starts the truck pull. This is a lot of pressure.
He's never done the truck pull before, so it's gonna be exciting to watch.
And we can see
introducing the athletes.
Kristen Haralds, Kristen Paul. I mean, him and Páll Logason, are they equally as tall?
They might be.
175 centimeters, I believe.
Reigning champion.
Reigning champion, always a crowd pleaser.
Yeah. And the experience.
As you, if you know Icelandic Hjalti Ússus from the past, he's telling about Páll Logason. I mean, he was competing way back in 2013. I mean, it doesn't sound like a long time ago, but in strongman years, there's a lot of wear and tear. But we saw Páll Logason take a big break. He's coming back and possibly stronger.
Yeah, hope so. Sigurjón getting ready.
And you said never done the truck pull before.
Never done it.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
He's weighing about 120 kilograms, so he doesn't have a lot of body weight advantage. But does he have climbing shoes on?
I think not. I think there was some CrossFit shoes.
Okay, that's. I've done it in Noble CrossFit shoes.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. It's definitely not climbing shoes because of the grip, but it helps. It has good pressure on the sole and good grip. And here you can see the harness you have to wear to be able to pull it.
That's Skarpja, he came second place in Iceland's Strongest Newcomer last year. No, third place. Third place, sorry.
The two Roberts were in first place.
Yeah. All right.
We want to see Sigurjón go as closely to the ground as possible, but
he might be standing too tall right now.
Yeah.
But the truck is moving.
Moving a little bit.
He has to squat it forward. Come on, Sigurjón. So what he's doing now, little steps. He should do that when the truck is moving.
Yeah.
First he has to squat it forward, maybe 1 or 2 times, get it moving, and then take the small steps.
Yeah, definitely. And can see he's struggling a little bit. He got it moving a little bit, but there is the first incline in the course, and it's really hard. And as I was saying,
so draining.
Yeah.
Come on, squat it forward.
He has to start it all over again right now.
You see, he's not squatting it, so he's just getting power from one foot at a time.
Yeah.
Hjalti giving him some tips.
Giving him some nice tips to...
he's done.
Yeah, he's done. Continuous strain for about a minute. And that's hard for the body.
Yeah.
Kristján Haraldsson next up.
This truck is gonna be moving fast.
Yeah,
now.
we're gonna see night and day before Kristján Haraldsson, possibly the favorite here.
He's a fan favorite, yeah.
Yeah, Kristján Haraldsson and Stefán Karel, in my opinion, my humble opinion, the two best truck pullers in this field right now. Yep. Of course, we have a wild card, Páll Logason, that we haven't seen in ages, but it's going to be interesting. Every moving event, Kristján Haraldsson seems to be able to use his athletic prowess, body weight to go really, really fast.
And you can also see when Kristján comes into screen that he's so fit.
Yeah.
There's no extra body mass, it's just almost pure muscle.
140, 42 kilograms now at his absolute peak. Yes, he has peak performance now. But I believe he was like in 2019, he was about
170.
Yeah. 140 now.
Yeah, and much stronger now.
Yeah.
Look at those arms. He's
focused.
Take this, focused.
Something.
He wants this.
Has to wait for the whistle to start, but he is allowed to pull out all the slack from the rope to get as best start. And there we can see.
We're off. Look at that.
Good start.
Moving straight away, squatting it forward first and then small steps.
Good small steps.
He's wearing climbing shoes.
Stumbling a little bit, but it's moving nicely.
Yeah. Now he has just to keep the momentum going. Right, stop it. Yeah, that's the incline.
Yeah, that's the incline, and it's really hard.
Yeah.
Now.
So now he's probably just gonna squat it the whole way. Yeah, look at that.
Good for him. It's the first event that he's doing it in, but he has to try his hardest because he doesn't know what Hilmar, Stefán Karel, Páll and Kristen Paul are going to do, but he did not finish the course.
I think in maybe last 2 years there haven't been anyone who finished.
No, it's a really hard course and a really heavy truck from Stebustöðin.
And you can also see all 4 axles in the truck are down, so that's more contact point and it makes the truck heavier.
Yeah, it's extremely heavy. It's going to be interesting to see how far Kristján Haralds did. Sigurjón went 2.33 meters in the first.
They're probably talking about that brutal incline over there.
Yeah. Kristján Haraldsson, unofficial, 9.28 meters.
Awesome. How long is the track? 15?
The track, it's 15 or 20 meters. Yeah. Possibly, I think 15, since he went really far.
Yeah. Or is it 20 because the tire has to go over there?
It's the first tire.
Yeah.
First tire over is the finishing. Starts on the first tire. Then you can there you can see Eyþór Melsteð, Willus, Jokucic. Hopefully I didn't slaughter that last name, but I believe I did. Okay. Kristen Paul.
Kristen Paul is up.
The lightest one here.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, because body weight definitely makes a difference in this event, and he has all 100 of it to try to. Sigurjón weighs about 120 kilos. Kristen Paul is 100. He rocks around 98 to 100 kilograms. So it's gonna be. Is it more of an arm exercise actually for him, because he has to
pull a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But he's light, but he makes up for it in strength.
Stefán Karel now evaluating what he has to do in this event to succeed. He has 9.28 meters to win. And I believe Kristen Paul is aiming here for, of course, the finish. But it would be really nice if he would beat the distance from Kristján Haraldsson.
Yeah.
Björnsson og vonandi fáum við fleiri stjörnur hérna, en við erum að búa líka til íslenska stjörnur.
Adjusting the harness, because I mean Kristen Paul is not only the lightest, but the circumference of his body is just a lot less than Kristján Haraldsson, so it's not 1-to-1 here. No climbing shoes, I believe, for Kristen Paul. Focused, ready to pull.
All right.
Ready to pull all the slack from the rope. I don't believe he did so. I believe he's wearing Timberland shoes, which is commonly used.
Okay, the truck is moving.
Moving
decently.
Decently, yeah. And he has to give his all right now.
There we see the incline. The truck is starting to slow down.
And he slows down a lot. Still moving, slowly but surely. So he's getting a few. He has to start again.
Yep.
Squat down.
Forward, yeah. Like
there
that.
you go. Squat down again. Get some grip.
Every centimeter matters.
And
he's out.
He's out. I believe he definitely won Sigurjón,
yeah,
but
I think so.
Nowhere near Kristján Jón Haralds.
Hilmar up next.
Hilmar, I believe, won 44 kilograms, so he's about the heaviest in the show.
Hilmar has a background in CrossFit, so he should be able to push himself a lot.
Yeah, I mean, CrossFit is a lot
mentally challenging.
Yeah, really mentally challenging, and it's gonna help him in about all of the strongman events, because it's mentally grueling, and you have to go mind over matter, and that's you gain that from CrossFit. And we can see Kristján Paul went 3.73 meters. Really heavy truck. Hilmar getting ready.
I believe this is the second or third time Hilmar is pulling a truck.
Okay, it's going to be interesting. I mean, the most important part in every truck pull, in my opinion, is you have to get a good start.
Yeah, start and get the momentum.
Yeah, get the momentum and the rest will figure itself out, because I personally do two like pump starts, 2 squats in the beginning, just to be absolutely sure that I get the car moving a lot, and then the small steps. It would be helping Hilmar here if he would do the same, because he has some important points to make up here if he can beat Kristen Paul and Sigurjón here. Adjusting the harness to maximize.
Look how focused he is.
I believe this Hilmar is kind of a wildcard contestant here.
Yeah.
And the sheer amount of how much he has progressed in a small amount of time is
It's
really nice.
Yeah, amazing.
Have to pull all of the slack from the rope, all of it.
Away we go.
There we go, one more. And it's starting now. Are those climbing shoes?
Yep, they are. Oh, they still slipped.
It's not good. I want to see him more closer to the ground.
Oh.
Start again, start again.
Might be standing too tall here.
There we go. A little bit closer to the ground, Hilmar. And all of the moving parts have to be moving.
Stumbling a little bit.
Yeah, that's not good.
He has to go more forward. Leaning more forward. He's getting really tired.
And Hilmar done. I mean, would you reckon that would be in between? Did he beat Kristján Paul?
I am not sure.
Kristján Paul went 3.73 meters. Next up, Stefán Karel Torfason, reigning Iceland's strongest man, won the event by 0.5 points over Hafþór Melstad last year. So he's gonna want to definitely beat Kristján Jón Haraldsson here. His biggest threat to claim the title from him.
These guys are gonna fight.
Yeah. It's gonna be a mental battle between them. Kristján already gone and went 9.28 meters. And I just got the tally. Hilmar went 4.42 meters.
So he got Kristján Paul.
In the first event, trying to secure lot of points.
So he's Hilmar currently in second place, Kristján Haralds in first place, but up to go Stefán Karel and Páll Logason, the square meter. And there we go, Stefán Karel.
Squatting it forward 2 times.
Just like TJ. Okay, it's moving nicely. I believe Kristján Jón was a little bit faster, but time doesn't really matter here because he has to beat the 9.28 meters from Kristján Jón. Stefán Karel doing his absolute best.
Oh, there's the incline.
And now he starts to struggle.
Now it's just fight for every centimeter.
Use all of the time
He's done.
And he's done. I believe he was a little bit shorter than...
I think so.
yeah. It's a question if he hurt himself or just fatigued. Because this event, I personally think this event is the most grueling for the body.
Yeah.
Continuous strain for like possibly 60 seconds, and it's just so hard.
I've crawled away almost on four legs away from this event. It's so tough.
And I mean, of course, you don't. They're not even finishing, so they're using up all their time just to try to finish. So it's 60 seconds of continuous strain, and you can't move the thing. So that's annoying.
That's very annoying.
Stefán Karel Torfason currently in second place, 6.7 meters. And Páll Logason.
It's a decent gap from Kristján to Stefan.
Look at those huge calves. He's called the square meter because, I mean, look at him.
He's equal on all sides.
He's extremely strong, and as we were telling you about him, experience gloves.
Yeah.
Gloves, climbing shoes, pink climbing shoes. This man has style.
Look at that great start.
Two
Squatting
starts,
it
three times, and it's moving.
Moving well.
I believe that's moving faster than Kristján, current first place. What is Páll Logason gonna do here? Straining.
Brutal incline.
Good technique to get it started. Squatting and putting his hips through so he can move. Searching for that first place from Kristján. 9.28 meters.
He's getting a little bit fatigued here.
He is not quitting. And there we go.
It all.
How far did Páll Logason go? Páll Logason, 36 years old. Oldest contestant. And a crowd favorite, obviously. And Páll Logason just waiting for the numbers because it's going to be interesting where he's going to stack up in between. If Páll Logason comes between Kristján and Stefán Karel, he's already made it a little bit better for Kristján in the future events.
Páll Logason, third place, truck pull.
Third place in truck pull.
How many meters did he get?
And the next event for us is at 3 o'clock.
The numbers are...
Next event is at 3 o'clock, the Deadlift. So that's going to be interesting to see if... I mean, we have some clear favorites in the Deadlift.
Páll Logason.
Yeah. He has the biggest total in powerlifting of all the contestants. He has the biggest deadlift, both raw and with straps and a suit. And of course, we're doing straps and a suit, just strongman rules now. And he's going to grab some points here.
I believe he did 360 for 2 reps.
Yeah.
In practice.
Yeah, and if I might add, quite easily.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to chase that 400, because not a lot of Icelanders have pulled 400 kilos. It's Hafþór and a couple of others.
Yeah, 3 guys, I think.
Magnússon, Hafþór, Julius Björnsson,
Julian.
And Julian.
Yeah.
Julian from IPF.
Yeah.
Extremely good deadlifter, if I might add. But that's going to start at 3 o'clock Greenwich Main Time. So in the meantime, we're going to say goodbye and see you then. But Hjalti is going to take a nice interview with the winner, Kristján Jón Haraldsson, and we're going to listen to that.
Kristján, congratulations winning in the first event. How hard was this?
This was the hardest truck pull I've ever pulled, and I wasn't sure where I was going to place, but I'm happy to place first.
Now you have won every competition you have entered this summer, so you're going to keep on doing that?
Yes, that's my plan. This is the final competition I have to win, so I hope I get this one.
The events, upcoming events, any weak events, any good events?
They're all pretty good for me, but the forward hold, I'm a bit scared of that.
Okay, congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
Love that guy.
Yeah, I mean, what's not to love? He has good attitude. He's been training really well for the past 4 or 5 years just to be at this point this summer, winning all the events he's entered, and this is the next target. So he started out well with 9.28 meters, beating out Stefán Karel with 6.7 meters. No one finishing.
It's a brutal track.
Yeah, brutal track.
Really heavy track and an incline.
Yeah, it's just it's really hard. So, but now we're gonna switch to commercials, and we're gonna go live again at 3 o'clock Greenwich Main Time with the deadlifts and all the discussion around that. Thank you.
Björnsson once again is the mountain among men. At 6'9" tall, the pride of Iceland, 56 pounds.
You like my beard? So do I. Courtesy of thebeardstruggle.com.
This is Rain. It's more than just total body fuel. It's total push yourself beyond the limits fuel. It's total you got this, ain't nothing gonna hold you back fuel. From 9 to 5 or 5 to 9, it's more than a pick-me-up. It's a jumpstart your day, get me through the night, kicking the can. With all the goods your body needs to crush your goals, so you can focus, boost, hydrate, and recover. This is Rain, total body fuel.
Good morning, Thor. What you got there? Yogurt?
What? It's not yogurt, it's scare.
You count it all. The reps, your grit, the grind, your belief, the dose. Focusing on what matters. Knowing that you must squeeze the most from every day, every step, and every moment. Make it count.
since he started using the Beard Struggle products, he's starting to believe he's an actual Viking.
Yeah, this one's my favorite. It reminds me of my first raid.
You've been in there for an hour.
Go away! Hey, you want to be a Viking? Try this out.
So this is an interview.
And?
Thor's skyr have less lactose than yogurt?
Thor's skyr goes through ultrafiltration, giving it more protein and less lactose than Greek yogurt, making it easier on the stomach. I should know. I used to eat 2.5 pounds of skyr a day.
Hello, welcome back to Iceland's Strongest Man. We finished the truck pull where Kristján Haraldsson is in the lead, and going into the deadlifts has a good chance now to make it a little bit longer. But we're in Selfoss, we're going to deadlift, so I believe the athletes have done a little bit of warm-up, so we should be ready to start the deadlift soon. But we started 270 kilos.
270, yes.
A normal weight for Icelandic strongman competition to start there. Everybody has to do 270 to start with, at least. You get 3 attempts. Excuse me.
They can choose.
Yeah, they can choose. They can choose. Yeah,
they can skip the lift or do it if they want.
But it starts with 270, and then we go to 300. Then 320, 330, 40, 50, etc. All the way up to 400. I hope we're going to see 400 now.
I hope so.
But there are nothing. There's one guy here that can't do it. Definitely. It's going to be interesting to see if he's gonna try for it. But let's just switch over to Selfoss, beautiful Selfoss, where the first 2 events are taking place. There you can see Stefán Karel warming up, and of course you can see he's wearing the canvas suit and figure eight straps. I believe this is the only Icelandic strongman competition that allows figure eight straps.
I think so, yes. Yeah.
So that's going to be a little bit of an advantage. Have you used figure eight?
No, I haven't tried it myself.
But you can squeeze maybe a little bit out of it more than the regular straps.
Yeah,
but
you're completely stuck to the bar with the figure eight straps.
It's going to be interesting to see if it's going to help out a little bit. Of course, you could see from World's Strongest Man when Novikov used the figure eight straps when he almost didn't grip the bar, only the fingertips were touching.
Gained a couple of centimeters.
I mean, everything helps.
Yep.
If it's not banned, it's allowed. That is strongman rules. And you can see the figure eight straps. Then you can see the canvas suits. Skarphéðinn was there helping out Kristján, removing the straps from the canvas suit. That helps out a lot.
Yeah, definitely adds maybe 20-30 kilos to a lift.
And in these kinds of competitions, that is the lifeline between a couple of points and no points.
Yep.
So that's going to be nice. I believe Sigurjón maybe doesn't have one, but all of the other contestants have it.
Yeah.
Kristen Huddleston has one, Kristen Paul has one, Hilmar has one, Stefán Karel and Páll all have canvas suits. I believe his best deadlift from Sigurjón was, he's gonna start out the round robin.
He's probably going to go for the 270. His best lift is 290, which he did in the strongest newcomer a couple of weeks ago. But he told me he wanted that 300 lift.
That's gonna be nice to see, because that's the next jump, and I think a couple of the guys are gonna go for the 270. Don't believe Kristján Paul is gonna go for it, but Hilmar is possibly gonna go for the 270. And Sigurjón. So that's at least 2 guys. Hopefully they will get enough rest between the repetitions, because that is actually an issue, because we only have 6 contestants.
Yeah, only 6 contestants and a rising bar deadlift. So the weight never goes down. Not in like in a typical powerlifting competition where the guys, there are 3 rounds and every competitor finishes the first lift, and then we go back down and do it again, up again. But here it's just rising bar all the way through. The weight just increases. So if you're going for a 270 and 300, you do the 270 lift, and then shortly after you have to do the 300.
Yeah, unfortunately for Sigurjón, he's going to go for both 270 and 300, and he's first up, so hopefully he gets enough time to recover and do the lift, because we know he wants that 300. A few other guys who's going to possibly go for the 300 lift is Hilmar, Kristján Paul. Interesting to see if Stefán Karel is going to start there, because we know his best lift is about 350?
350 or 60.
Yeah. So he's going to start right about there, possibly skip the 20 and go for the 30 or something, and increase in 30 kilograms. But we can't help but mention Páll Logason, the square meter, fermetrin.
Yeah.
The best deadlifter here.
Yeah. Definitely by far.
Yeah, 360 for 2 repetition in the gym a couple of weeks ago. He's in form, static monster. So it's gonna be really fun to see him attack the bar with the old Viking attitude.
360, 2 reps in the gym, and that's the weight that some guys are aiming for here to finish with.
Yeah,
and he did it for 2 reps in the gym.
It's possible. We were doing the calculations backstage before the stream, and it's possible that Kristján Haraldsson could take second place with a 360 lift, and Páll Logason was doing repetitions with that.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of weight, but it's the quintessential strongman event. This is the measure of a strongman's power. You wanna. Every time you meet the fellow strongman, how much do you deadlift? It's not how much you bench.
No, it's just how much do you deadlift. Everybody wants to know that.
It was of course the bench press when we were all aspiring strength athletes. But of course, the strategy coming into this event. If you're middle of the pack, or maybe you're Kristján and Stefán Karel, a lot of strategy goes into figuring out which lift you have. And of course, those who know you're really methodical when you think out the event.
So the first lift should always be a lift that's solid. It just, you're entering the competition. So you never want to fail the first lift. It's just maybe a 90-95% max. And it should be pretty solid. The second lift, then you can push yourself a little, maybe 95 to 99, 100% max. And then the third lift, that's usually a PR, 100 to 105% max.
Are we going to see a lot of guys here try to PR? We were talking about Sigurjón. He's possibly going for that PR attempt on 300.
He wants that 300. The big 3-0.
The big 3-0. It's a big lift for everybody.
It's a big milestone.
Yeah, most definitely. And Kristján, he doesn't have to get a PR. We have to see how the event spans out. But if he has that 360 in the tank, it's possibly goes for that PR. Kristen Paul, he possibly wants that 340.
340, yeah.
It's been hanging over his head for a long time now. He has tried it a lot in the gym. Hilmar, a client of yours.
Yeah.
Of course, you're a private trainer. My coach.
Yeah.
And
Hilmar wants the 340 lift.
he wants the 340
He wants
lift.
the 340.
What is his best lift?
So his best lift was, he did it in the strongest newcomer, 300, but with no suit. And that was, 305 kilos with no suit. And it looked like a warm-up lift.
Okay.
And that was just enough for him to get the event win.
Yeah.
And now he's going to push himself.
Push himself with the canvas suit and the straps, of course. And it's going to be fun to see if he gets to hang with the big boys, with Stefán Karel and Páll, and of course Kristján Haraldsson, excuse me. Stefán Karel, hopefully going for that PR 360 possibly, and pushing Kristján Haraldsson for the win, or the second place, excuse me. But we're going to start the event in a few minutes, so don't you worry. On the left side of your screen, you can see Hafþór Ingólfsson Melsteð. Of course, those of you who watch World's Strongest Man know this man, because he has made it to the final 2 years in a row now.
2 years in a row. 10th place first and 9th place this year.
Yeah.
So if he keeps that going, he's going to be World's Strongest Man in what, about 8 years, 9 years?
8 years. 2030. He's going to be an old man. Possibly even older than Páll Logason. I don't think that is possible, though. No, I kid. But as we mentioned before, Robert Rydweger, the strongest newcomer of 2021. Of course, a nice competition to have to introduce the new people of Iceland to strongman, the beautiful sport.
We had, 15 new competitors last year. No one had ever done any strongman competition. 15, and I think a lot of the guys dove right into strongman after that.
I mean, that's amazing, because we have to protect that Icelandic heritage, because we have the most World's Strongest Man medals or trophies per capita.
Yeah, per capita.
Everything per capita. So here we can see Páll Logason with the canvas suit and the figure 8 straps, going for
is it 220 or 70?
Isn't that? No, that's heavier. Isn't that 320?
No.
Who wants 270?
Let's see how it moves.
Oh.
What was he doing? Is it 320?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red plates, right?
Can't see.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Sigurjón is the first competitor at 270 kilos.
Yeah, it's 270.
It's 270. Páll Logason was pulling 270 for the warm-up.
For a quarter rep.
For not even a quarter rep. That was like 1/6 of a rep.
So Sigurjón, 270 kilos.
Struggling a little bit,
a little bit grinder.
But a nice lift for Sigurjón, close to his PR. But nonetheless, getting a good lift there.
300 kilos. The 300 kilograms on the
300 kilos next.
Head referee Hafþór Melsteð. Gotta watch his hand go down to allow the lift.
So the guys have to stand up with the lift, lock out their hips, lock out their knees, and look at the judge. Tell the judge, look at me, I got this. And the judge lets them go down then.
300 kilograms, and I believe Kristján Paul is the next one up. Kristján Paul, of course, was in second to last in the truck pull. And of course, we have the Rogue deadlift bar.
To compete with the giant, 300 kilo. Triple his body weight, come on.
Kristen Paul is a very strong deadlifter.
Yeah.
This is triple body weight here for the first lift.
Which is really, really good. Canvas suit and straps. And he has to. Interesting how he does it. He does it like Rauno Heinla with one leg.
Yeah.
Like puts it down to put the straps on, and then he
tucks the leg back in. Easy.
Easy weight for Kristen Paul.
That's what a first lift should look like. Solid, easy, perfect, no doubt.
Hilmar going for that 300 also, so he's gonna put in some weight now.
Hilmar has been having some trouble with his deadlift suit.
Oh.
It's been putting a lot of pressure on him, and he's been having difficulties to get into position. So he told me that if the first lift is a little bit off, then he's gonna ditch the suit and do it raw.
Okay, interesting. Interesting.
76, Montreal 76.
He's wearing a metal multiply suit. We actually own this suit. It's a good suit, but
you can imagine it's like a car belt.
Yeah. Made out of car belt. Tucking the hips down.
Okay, easy.
Nice speed for Hilmar, 300 in the books. So
I think he's gonna keep the suit on.
Yeah. Next athlete up should be
Sigurjón again.
Sigurjón trying for the 300.
This is a new PR.
No. 300 not there. But he made the 270, so he gets 1 point.
And I think we're going up. Nobody else. Oh, wait.
Who wants to do the three?
Kristján Haralds.
Kristján Haralds going for the 300 with one of his 3 lifts. This is interesting.
He maybe wants just to keep it very light and do a bigger jump.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, he could do a 30 or even a 40 kilogram jump. He's really capable of that.
I think this is going to be pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean,
the fastest we've seen so far.
Yeah.
It's like an empty bar.
Extremely good deadlifter. And Kristján Jón completing the 300. Now we jump to 320 kilograms. Now all the big boys should begin. We jump to 320. Are we going to see Stefán Karel or Páll attempt this?
I think Stefán Karel. Páll might go for it.
He did.
There's Hafþór.
Hafþór, 10-time Iceland's strongest man in a row.
Yeah, in a row.
Which is the record and the record for the most consecutive. So, I mean, Páll was trying out the 270.
Yeah.
He could join the 320, then maybe jump to 350.
Yeah. Maybe he's going for that 400, do it some strategic way.
Jumping on red plates, like you say.
Yeah.
Kristen Paul going for 320. This should be also an easy lift for him. He's done this plenty of times for plenty of reps. And you can see his belt placement.
It's high.
It's really high. Not as high as some other athletes as that we've seen, like Kristján Sindri Níelsson, but it's pretty high.
320.
He deadlifted this weight for a couple of sets just some weeks ago, so this should be no issue for Kristen Paul.
320. Body weight 100 kilos.
And breaks the floor. Perfect. Good deadlift. And he is in the lead.
Yeah. Páll Logason up next.
Páll Logason. Hopefully, I wanna see him deadlift. Here it comes.
Þessi maður hefur keppt út allan heim, hann með gríðarlega reynslu.
You can see he's using those figure 8 straps.
320.
I believe it's Pioneer. This should move really well, and it does. Lightning fast, easy lift for Páll Logason.
Again, what a first lift should look like.
Yeah, it's nice and easy, no issues.
We are live worldwide now, so competitors be ready for the next lift.
Now, if you're Kristján Jón Haralds, and I mean he's in the lead, he's a front runner right now. Is he thinking about the other lifts, or is he just thinking about I have to do this?
I think he's just gonna do what he has to do.
Yeah.
So if Páll does 400, I don't think he's gonna chase him.
Yeah. 320 for Hilmar. This is a PR.
This is a PR, yes.
He is a newcomer for the sport.
Hilmar.
That's a very easy PR.
Kind of too easy.
Yeah. I think he has the 340 lift in him.
Yeah, I believe he does, if he grinds it out. Stefán Karel going for his first lift of the day, 320.
Look at his pants, they're all white. That's baby powder, so the bar travels more smoothly on the pants.
Stefán Karel likes to deadlift in pants. Dipping his hips real low and nice movement, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I mean, according to that lift, he should be capable of 360.
Yeah, I think so.
So he's gonna push Kristján Haralds.
Yeah. Then they might have to fight. Maybe Kristján Haralds will go for 370. We'll see.
So we're going for 330 now, and we're
only one guy out, Sigurðan out.
Sigurðan out. Who's going for that 330 lift? Is that the 330 jump? I mean, Kristján Jón did the 300. Could do the 330, and then the 360.
Yeah.
Og 500 kíló á restöðunni. 501 fyrirgefðu. Breytir ekki alveg öllu. Ég hefði ekki líkt í hvað sem var. Jæja, 330 for Kristján. He is hungry for the title.
330 for Kristján Jón Haraldsson. And this indicates that he wants that 360 lift.
I think so, yeah.
He's jumping on 30 kilograms. So he's not thinking about what Stefán Karel is doing. He's just doing his own thing, and this should move easily. And it does. Easy.
340 next.
340 next, and that should That should be Kristján Paul, Hilmar. I don't believe Stefán Karel is attempting that, or Páll Logason.
Ég sá daginn að Hafþór var að lyfta djúpanóssteinunum, fullsterkum það. Ég ekkert hissa þó myndi bara
Hilmar wants this lift. He's been talking about the 340 lift for some time.
So he's gonna come out and try this, and also Kristján Paul. He's been chasing that for a long time. So they're the two main guys who are gonna do the 340 lift. Don't believe again if Stefán Karel or Páll Logason. It's a bit too close to their other attempts to go for 340.
Kristján Paul has actually been talking about this weight for maybe 2 years.
Yes.
So if he gets this now, he should be very happy.
He should, he should be really, really happy. We're gonna see a smile on his face at least.
Tightening the deadlift suit.
Focused with his trainer Bjarni, Icelandic strength coach.
Ég spurði Kristján hvort hann vill ekki bara keppa sterkast var Íslands mínus 105. Nei, ég vil bara keppa við tröllin sá. Hann mættur hérna.
He's gonna go for that 340.
Það engin skortur
I mean,
á metnaði.
you've done this plenty of times, but going into that PR,
it's a stressful time.
Yeah.
You're almost scared. Your heart rate is up.
Almost fight or flight.
Yeah.
Tucking the suit in, strapping to the bar. He wants this.
This is his third and last lift. He has to get this.
Has secured the 320, but he wants that 340.
You are watching Iceland Strongman live from Selfoss.
Come on, Kristján Paul. No.
No.
A little too much. Not today. But a nice effort.
Hilmar vill fá 340 líka.
Hilmar up next.
But we could mention that it was a short time between the lifts.
Yeah.
And that is always an issue.
That's definitely a factor.
Skýrast hvað er að gerast hérna.
Hilmar in the canvas suit. Belt down, under belt also. Getting ready.
That's
Chalking up.
Páll behind him, another client of mine and his training partner.
It's almost like you're training all of us.
These two guys both started at the same time, at around the start of this year.
I'm sure this is a personal record.
Inhaling some ammonia. 340 lift. This is a huge PR, a 35 kilogram PR in the deadlift in under like 1.5 months. Would be amazing to see him lift this.
I really want to see him lift this. We've been aiming for this. Come on, Hilmar.
Hips down, starting in the lift.
Oh, it's just easy.
Really fast.
Wait.
Hits in, and he finishes it. Hafþór gives it a 35 kilogram PR for Hilmar.
That is huge.
And that
Look at
is
his
a lot.
friends. All of them super happy for him.
A lot of points for Hilmar there in the deadlift.
He's aiming for a podium finish.
The frontrunners for the podium, at least, in my opinion, is Kristján Jón Haralds, Stefán Karel and Páll Logason. But this is definitely a good way to show that you're there to fight.
We raised the bar for 350.
350 up next. Stefán Karel.
Yeah, that should be Stefán Karel and Kristján Jón possibly going for the 360. And he's going to watch and see what Stefán Karel is going to do on this lift. There is a lot of red plates. Stefán Karel getting psyched up. 350 on the bar.
The crowd loves this guy.
Yeah, he's a crowd favorite.
Yeah.
Always been. Always has been. An entertainer. There we go. 350 for Stefán Karel.
Come on.
Hips low, pulling it, and it looks really nicely.
Yes, easy.
And some showmanship in the end.
So he might go 370.
He could do that. That would definitely push Kristján Haraldsson to possibly third place. We haven't yet seen Páll Logason. He did the 320.
Yep. 360 up next.
360 sounds like something that Páll Logason would do.
We're going to do the forward hold in Hveragerði in 1 hour in front of Hotel.
On the mic, of course, Hjalti Ursus, strongman legend in Iceland, and of course in the strongman community.
Trained with Jón Páll.
Trained with Jón Páll. Multiple time podium finisher in Iceland's Strongest Man. Competed in World's Strongest Man. Absolute legend. Was a powerlifter for a long time.
360, það Kristján Jón.
Kristján
Haraldsson.
Kristján Jón usually uses figure 8 straps, but he's not using them now.
Interesting.
I wonder why.
360. Last lift. He is the leader of the competition. The youngest guy. 360.
I think this is going to be a pretty fresh lift. Yeah.
Good lift.
He has more in him.
360, but he finished all his 3 lifts, so he's out.
Yeah, he started with the 300.
Yeah. So he measured out what he had to do, and now it's on Stefán Karel to achieve that second place. I mean, we say second place, but...
So Stefán Karel could go for the 370 and beat Kristján, or be safe with the 360 and split the points.
Yeah.
But I know he doesn't want to split the points.
Páll Logason getting himself ready. That means 370. He's going to go for 370 kilograms.
So that means Stefán Karel is also going for it.
He's going for the PR.
Yeah.
He's going for the PR for first place.
800 pounds. And we have gone above 700. Yes.
I wonder if we get to see the 400 lift.
825.
I mean, he's going. Páll is going for the 370.
This is his second attempt.
Second attempt. He's jumping 50 kilograms, and then jumping possibly 30 kilograms for the 400, because he has only done 1 attempt. This is his second attempt. 370 for Páll Logason.
Beautiful man and very strong.
Strapping himself to the bar.
370.
A lot of static power in that body. And there we go, 370.
That's easy.
Looking beautiful for Páll Logason.
I really hope he goes for that 400.
I mean, Páll Logason has been out of the game for, I mean, 7, 8 years, yeah.
370. Ekki klappa aftur fyrir honum. Frábær.
Stefán Karel getting a little bit of downtime between lifts here.
375.
370.
375.
375.
Ég var að tala 375. Þetta þótti hrikal. Þetta sama og Jón Páll heitir. Tók. 375.
375 loaded on the bar.
370. Ég tók sjálfur 375. Það breytir ekki öllu. Þetta góð vikt.
375, that is for Stefán Karel Torfason. This is a PR for Stefán Karel.
375, Stefán Karel.
Stefán Karel has 360 in his PR, so he's going for a 15 kilogram PR right now.
I'm pretty confident he gets this.
Yeah, I mean, his 350 lift was really
smooth.
fast.
Yeah.
His lockout was a little bit like shaking, but I mean, he finished it really easily. So that 15 kilogram jump.
Free admission for everyone.
This will put Stefán Karel in first place in the deadlift. 375 kilograms.
Come on, we want to see this.
This is a really important lift for him.
Big points.
Stefán Karel strapping himself to the bar. Has to put everything into this. Hips low. And there we go. Pulling.
No, something happened.
Not today, says Hjalti Úsus.
It looked like they slipped or something.
Yeah, he just quit.
Yeah.
I mean, a 15 kilogram increase in your PR is a lot.
Especially at this weight.
Yeah.
You're fighting for every kilogram now.
This puts Páll Logason in first place. Stefán Karel is in third place, I believe. He did the 350.
Yeah. Kristen Haraldsson 360.
360
Did
in second
Hjalti say
place.
400 kilos?
I did not hear it, but we want to see it. Páll Logason, still one lift to go. So
Yellow plate, 400 kilos.
400 kilograms on the bar. This puts him in the absolute elite Icelandic strongman. Only 2 strongmen have finished 400 kilograms. 3 Icelanders, I believe.
And there have been myself and Oscar have been fighting for this 400 kilogram deadlift.
Then out of the blue,
yeah.
Páll Logason coming. Channeling all of his Viking strength.
He's gonna slap me and Oscar in the face.
Yeah. Old man power for Páll Logason, the square meter, strapping himself to the bar. Has to put everything into this lift.
Come on.
Here we go. Páll
up,
pulling it up.
Oh,
got it off the ground. Just above his knees, but to no avail. A really good attempt by Páll Logason, but the winner for the deadlift, Páll Logason. Beautiful, beautiful event. I always enjoy the deadlifts. And
it's my favorite event.
I mean, it really does help that that you are really good at the deadlifts, but both performing it and watching it, it's definitely one of my favorites. The next event is the forward hold. We're gonna have a few interviews of the winner of the event, Páll Logason. Hopefully, we're gonna get to know about the 400 lift that he attempted. But then again at 16:30 Greenwich Main Time, the forward hold, a little bit of a interesting event. It hasn't been done for a really long time.
3 or 4 years,
yeah.
I think. And that's just a fight about how much you can suffer.
Yeah.
You just have to hold.
I believe experience is gonna be a lot there, but hopefully we're gonna hear from Páll Logason in a few minutes. A lot of interviews for Icelandic national television.
Yeah.
Of course, this event broadcasted on YouTube and on other places. but also it's a show produced for Icelandic television because Strongman is extremely popular here in Iceland.
It is. Yes.
As we've talked about today, it's one of the sports that we are best in the world at per capita. Always per capita. But I mean, we have 3 different winners, of course.
9 total wins.
Yeah, 9 total wins, 3 different winners. Jón Páll Sigmarsson, Magnús Magnússon, and Hafþór Björnsson most recently. And I mean, we won tons and tons of events. If you just look up the all of the different accolades those different 3 athletes have achieved in their careers, and it's just amazing.
And we also have Hafþór in the crowd, which has the world record deadlift.
Yeah, 501.
501.
I had the pleasure of being there when it was done, and it was just amazing. Yeah. Amazing to see.
Unbelievable.
You see him there in the background, and with his father Björn, or Bjössi as we call him. And both of them organizing the event that we see here. And Sigurjón grabbing up 2 points now in second place, I believe. In 5th place, sorry, is Kristen Paul with a 320 lift. Yep. Am I right?
Yep.
And then we saw Hilmar with 340, and he's equal to Stefán Karel, right? So they split points.
No, Stefán Karel did the 360.
Ah, he did the 350.
350.
Yeah. And in second place, Kristján Jón Haraldsson with a 360 lift, and of course winning Páll Logason with 370. And we're gonna hear from the winner of the event, Páll Logason. Oh, Kristján Jón.
Yes, it's going according to plan. I knew that 360 would get me second place, so I'm happy to get that.
Is it the best deadlift you have done, 360, or?
In competition, yes.
So what about the upcoming events, like the battery hold, the forward hold, and the last event today? You don't know what's going to happen?
No, the forward hold is just, anything can happen in that.
But with all those muscles, you just make them work, you will be fine.
Yes, I guess so.
Congratulations for a very well done competition so far.
Thank you.
Kristján Jón Haraldsson there, talking about, he's in the lead. He has, I believe, 11 points now, got 5 points for the deadlift and 6 points for the truck pull, so he's in the lead. Yep. And it's between Stefán Karel and Páll Logason. I believe they're joint second. Or what? I have to check out before the front hold how it's gonna stack up there.
Do some calculations.
Some calculations in between events. Of course, the next event is at 16:30 in Hveragerði, the next town to Selfoss. The forward hold, it's a battery, I believe. So it's gonna be interesting to see. We have some interesting ideas how that's gonna pan out.
It could be anyone's win.
I mean, we haven't seen it for so many years. Nobody has trained it.
No, I think the guys have tried it just a couple of times in the gym, just to get the feeling of it.
Yeah, you were saying at least it's about mental fortitude and just. And as I was saying, the forward hold at 16:30 or 4:30. Greenwich main time. Forward hold. We'll see you all then. Thank you so much.
How easy is that to do? competition once again. It is the mountain among men.
Standing at 6'9" tall, the pride of Iceland, 36 pounds.
You like my beard? So do I. Courtesy of thebeardstruggle.com.
This is Rain. It's more than just total body fuel. It's total push yourself beyond the limits fuel. It's total you got this, ain't nothing gonna hold you back fuel. From 9 to 5 or 5 to 9, it's more than a pick-me-up. It's a jumpstart your day, get me through the night kicking the can. With all the goods your body needs to crush your goals, so you can focus, boost, hydrate, and recover. This is Rain, total body fuel.
Good morning, Thor. What you got there? Yogurt?
What? It's not yogurt. It's scare.
You count it all. The reps, your grit, the grind, your belief, the dose. Focusing on what matters. Knowing that you must squeeze the most from every day, every step, and every moment. Make it count.
since he started using the beard struggle products, he's starting to believe he's an actual Viking.
Yeah, this one's my favorite. It reminds me of my first raid.
You've been in there for an hour.
Go away! Hey, you want to be a Viking? Try this out.
So this is an interview.
And?
Skyr have less lactose than yogurt?
Thor's skyr goes through ultrafiltration, giving it more protein and less lactose than Greek yogurt, making it easier on the stomach. I should know. I used to eat 2.5 pounds of skyr a day.
Welcome again. Beautiful Hveragerði. Iceland's strongest man again. The last event of the day. It's the forward hold. And with me, Tómas Darri. And it's an interesting event we're going to see here. We haven't seen this for a while.
No.
So it's kind of a wildcard event. We don't really know who are the favorites here, because as you can see there, the battery and if we go through the rules, you have to pick it up and you have to hold it in front of you with your hands firmly like locked out, and you can't drop it down and bend your elbows, or the head referee, Hafþór Melsteð, would call the time. And of course it's a timed event, so the highest time will win it. And we just went through the first two events, the deadlift and the truck pull. And leading now the whole event is Kristján Jón Haraldsson, first place, 11 points.
11 points.
Joint second, Stefán Karel and Páll Logason with 10 points, so it's only 1 point between those two. And Hilmar in fourth with 6 points, so a little bit of a gap now, with 5 events now remaining, so he has plenty of time to make it up. But I mean, this is an event that anybody could snatch the win here.
Yeah, anybody would win.
I mean, Sigurjón in last place now, with 2 points, finished last in the truck pool and got the 270 deadlift. In 5th place, Kristján Paul, and he's with 4 points. And then we have Hilmar in 4th place, and then joint second, Páll Logason and Stefán Karel. First place, Kristján Jón Haraldsson. Here we have the head referee, Hafþór Melsteð, explaining how he wants the athletes to perform here. As you can see, indicating that he wants locked out elbows at all times, and if they drop the battery too low, then it's game over. But we could go over a few different things that athletes could do, because I mean, we've heard a lot of like Big Loss, Lawrence Shalley. He talks a lot about, especially in this, he especially mentions this event when you should spend your entire time and just keep going unless the referee like stops the time. You don't quit by yourself unless You absolutely have to. So it's definitely, as we were mentioning before, it's mind over matter.
Yeah, you just don't give up.
Don't give up. Mental fortitude, those are the key factors. But also the bigger guys with the bigger forearms, the bigger shoulders, they require more oxygen.
The body is a bit more in front of them.
Well, we're going to start very soon.
They rest their back up against the truck there. Sigurjón, having pulled 270 and in last place in the last event, starts this event. It's a timed event, so it's going to be interesting to see how much time he gets here.
$25 kilos.
25 kilos.
The battery.
I mean, it's not a lot of weight, but it's...
But in this position, it's hard.
Yeah, it's really, really hard. I would suggest that people try it out in their gyms. Just pick up a red plate.
Yeah.
Hold it in front of you. Time it. And put it up against the time these guys have. I believe they have to pick it up by themselves.
Okay, the first competitor, please.
No,
okay.
It will be handed to them.
Into position.
And when they let go, the timer starts.
The clock has started. Come on.
Hafþór Melsteð
25 kilograms.
watching, and then you can see
beginning to shake a little.
You gotta go into your safe place, if you will.
Classic Strongman event.
Don't know if you heard, but Hjalti Ús is talking about this being a classic strongman event. It is. It was really, really popular, you could say, in the olden days, but it was like reused now in World's Strongest Man 2020 or 21, I believe, in Sacramento. And Hafþór Melsteð did a tremendous job there. They were holding, what was it? Like a pickaxe or something. Yeah. Old Western. Beautiful.
In the old days, they used to hold swords out in front of them.
Yeah.
And pointed it forward.
Yeah. There was a head-to-head actually with two swords, and you had to hold it up against your your opponent, if you will. And
one time there was a team effort.
Yeah.
Two guys holding a sword, and there was a plate with a wine glass on it.
Yeah. That was amazing. The good old days. Next up, Kristján Paul Artnisone. Not the most experienced one, but he has a lot of experience.
I think he can squeeze out some time here.
Yeah, he could possibly do a really good time here, but he's starting to shake a lot. I believe he will close his eyes at some point and just go into his mind.
Out of body experience.
Yeah.
Just have to hold on through the suffering.
And this is truly grueling. Yeah, about 30 to 35 seconds. I want to get the official tally before I tally up the points, the total points that come from this event. But next up, Hilmar. Having a really good show now. In fourth place, 6 points. Could do really well here. He wants to use the belt and the wrist wraps.
So Hilmar has really long arms.
Yeah,
this could be difficult for him.
That is not going to help. Want to have short arms, small shoulders, no oxygen effort. Basically want to have it as close to your body as possible, but with long arms. Of course, that's not possible. Looking good. Breathing well. Now he's starting to shake. That's never a good sign.
Now the battle begins. Oh. Look at his face.
Putting some Icelandic andi into it. Next up should be Stefán Karel, since he was in third place in the deadlift with 350 kilograms. I believe Hilmar could be in last or second last here.
Here?
Yeah. Right now. Don't have the official times yet.
I think Stefán Karel has even longer arms than Hilmar.
Yeah, I mean, Stefán Karel, of course, the tallest athlete here, but he's using every advantage he can take. He's bending the wrists, but he's already starting to shake. It's a grueling event on the total body. It's not a hard event, but it definitely takes a lot of your mind.
A lot of mind effort. Okay, looks good.
Looks really good. Starting to suffer now, but grabbing a good time here.
Yep.
Has to hold and gives up. Straining on the shoulder, as you can see, grabbing the shoulder, but should be fine before the overhead medley tomorrow. Stefán Karel possibly with the longest time. Kristján Haraldsson with 11 points in the lead now, so he has to put in a good effort here to keep his lead. Wrist straps on, belt on, and here we go. Strong position, legs wide apart.
Kristján really wants this win to keep his position in the overall score.
But he's already starting to shake.
Breathing steadily.
Yeah. Lowers it a little bit. Has to hold out. Has to have a good time here. Struggling a little bit now. I want to get the official tally before I tell anything, but I believe Stefán Karel won that one in the head-to-head between them. Páll Logason, the only man with gloves.
Yeah, again.
Used the gloves in the truck pull, but maybe that little bit of extra grip is going to help him.
Starting to shake already.
I mean, he definitely has the most mass on himself. Has really big shoulders, has shorter arms, but I mean, starting to shake, but here experience is gonna play a big part.
Starting to suffer. Now he just has to survive.
Happy place for Páll Logason, obviously. And there. Páll Logason.
Probably second best time.
Possibly second best time. Hjalti says.
So it's just waiting for the official results.
I want to hear the official result before I tell you anything, but according to my eyes, I believe Stefán Karel is the winner here.
I think so.
Stefán Karel won the
Yep,
event.
Stefán Karel won the event.
Stefán Karel with the win. 6 points for him, so that helps him out tremendously.
I think he said Páll Logason second and Kristján Haralds third.
Ooh, it's gonna be interesting. So that's a bit of a disappointing result for Kristján Haralds. So he loses his first place. Ends up with 15 points here. Stefán Karel,
a new leader with 16 points.
16 points, new leader, and joint second now Páll and Kristján Haralds with 15 points each. So it's a tight race.
Yep.
And you can see the reigning strongest man as the strongest man, and 10 times strongest man Hafþór Björnsson. Gonna be interesting to see. I mean, we have 4 events coming up tomorrow. It's the yoke, it's the overhead medley, and we also have natural stones. And the 4th event is the throwing medley, classic Icelandic event. We have it almost in every single one in Iceland. So, I mean, Stefán Karel and Kristján Haralds, of course.
Very good throwers.
Yeah. Hilmar.
Tremendous. Yes.
Tremendous thrower.
So we aren't even halfway through.
No, only 3 events done and 7.
To go.
Yeah, 7 in total. 4 to go. We start with a yoke tomorrow, and that's going to be really interesting.
400 kilogram yoke.
Yeah, 400 kilogram yoke.
I've seen Kristján Haralds almost run with it in the gym.
he's a really fast. He's really fast with the yoke.
Stefán Karel also, so they're gonna race.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really nice race, and it's gonna be between Stefán Karel and Páll. They're gonna go last if it's a head-to-head. I believe it's not a head-to-head.
No, I think it's just one guy at a time.
Yeah, one guy at a time. I quite enjoy the head-to-head though.
Yeah. But we only have one yoke.
Yeah. It's only a one yoke. We're gonna have an interview with hopefully Kristján and Páll Logason. It's gonna be fun to hear. Páll Logason 2nd place in the forward hold, 1st place in the deadlift.
Páll, good results in this event for you, or did you want to win it?
I wanted to win, but I was missing about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'll have to live with that.
Overall performances in the competition, you happy with it?
Yeah, I guess so. The truck pull went better than I expected because of a minor injury in my leg. So I was happy with that. Happy with the win in the deadlift, and I wanted to win here, but Stefán Karel is hard to beat.
Kristján, very good competition so far from you. 3 of you share the 1st place now. So are you looking forward for tomorrow?
Yes, it's going to be a real battle tomorrow. I can't wait.
Any bad events for you tomorrow?
No.
Any good events?
Yes, everyone.
For you too, good events for tomorrow?
Yes, very good. Very good.
Congratulations, boys. Very well done.
Thank you.
And there we have it. Páll Logason and Kristján Haralds really happy with their performance today, and looking forward obviously to the last day or the 2nd day of the event. 4 events tomorrow, and as we're going to start with the yoke, and we're going to do the pressing medley, I believe.
There's a stone overhead,
Yeah, one stone overhead.
Two
and
dumbbells.
Two dumbbells. One Thomas Inns. One Thomas Inns and one Rogue giant dumbbell, which is 90 kilograms. Then we have the 140 kilogram Rogue log lift. Then we have the Cactus Medley, and that's going to be really interesting, especially with 3 really good throwers with the athletes. And then we have the natural stone loading.
All the way up to 212 kilos.
Yeah, that's a lot of stone, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of stone. It's going to be awesome tomorrow. We're going to be in Reykjavik in Víðidal. We're going to start out at 5 o'clock, Greenwich Main Time. And in the meantime, have a good one. Thank you for the day.
Thank you.
Ever since he started using the Beard Struggle products, he's starting to believe he's an actual Viking.
Yeah, this one's my favorite. It reminds me of my first raid.
You've been in there for an hour.
Go away! Hey, you want to be a Viking? Try this out.
So this is an interview.
And?
Thor's skyr have less lactose than yogurt?
Thor's skyr goes through ultrafiltration, giving it more protein and less lactose than Greek yogurt, making it easier on the stomach. I should know. I used to eat 2.5 pounds of skyr a day.